Hey y'all, it's Dalaun and I'm back with another hair tutorial. This is for the QVR hair small kinky curly human hair crochet. To start off, I just wanted to show you my braid pattern. This is the braid pattern that I have found works the best for crochet installs. I like to do connected braids, straight back in the front and then horizontal in the back. So let's get into the specs of this hair. The color is a pretty ombre, it's 20 inches and I have 5 packs that I'm going to install. The hair comes with a small threaded piece in the center that we're going to use to actually crochet into our hair. All you need is a crochet needle, which they also provide when you purchase the packs of hair. So we're just doing our simple crochet method. Loop the needle in, have the latch open, attach the hair, close the latch, pull it through, and loop it, tie it once. And I'm just repeating that. I did want to show you guys in real time how fast I'm actually going. So really it just requires patience for you to get through this, but it's super simple. Like the speed that I'm going is my actual speed. The only time that you'll have to slow down is like what you're seeing here, where maybe the hair may get tangled on itself or something like that, or the thread gets tangled, but that's it. If you just keep a steady pace and have your hair already kind of laid out so you can just pick up each individual piece, it goes super fast. The other reason I really like this braid pattern is because it's easy to just follow the line, like follow the braid straight back, continue to add pieces in, and it's super simple. Okay, so here's a slightly zoomed in version of what I'm doing. It's literally the same pattern over and over again. Okay, so I've already done the first 2 braids. When it comes to these second 2, I'm going to loop them together. I wanted to do this because it's going to stretch the amount of hair that I'm using. I don't have to have it so full in the front. And then also it prevents me from having any spaces in between my crochet, because that's one of my biggest pet peeves is spaces in between where you can kind of see where your hair has been braided. And so this kind of camouflages that a little bit. You're only going to be able to do this comfortably if your braids are smaller and closer together. So if you have started with large braids for your braid pattern, it may be a little bit uncomfortable to try and do that. So I'm just doing the same thing on the other side so that I just have my 2 middle braids where I'm going to show you how I'm going to do my middle part. So here is where I'm going to create an illusion middle part. I'm just looping the crochet hair through both of those braids that are on either side of my middle part. That's going to close that gap for me and just create the illusion of a small part versus like this long open space. I also made sure to double knot a few of these just because I wanted to make sure that the tension from the braids wouldn't pull the hair loose. So this is about how far I want my middle part to go back, and so I'm just going to start crocheting like I did normally into one braid and then the other one. So keeping in mind what I said about not wanting visible spaces in between my parts, I'm just going to connect that middle braid with the other braid, and then it kind of creates an illusion. I'm not doing this all the way through, but just periodically as I'm moving forward, I am doing a couple braids where it kind of closes off that gap for me. So this is how it's looking as I'm moving towards the front, and I'm just continuing to do what I've been doing and making sure that I'm double looping just to make sure that, you know, they don't slip out, especially towards the front. So this is how that middle parting ended up looking. It looks a lot more realistic and natural than I thought it would, so it looks good. Okay, so I'm just going to move that hair out of the front and I'm going to start on the back. So with my braid pattern, there is a kind of a bulkier braid where the hair connects. And so I want to make sure that that's covered. And so I'm just going in and making sure that there's also crochet hair on that specific braid. So this is why I like to do the horizontal braids in the back. I'm just going to double up the braids and close the gap in the back. This prevents me from using too much hair. It also prevents me from having a whole bunch of heat on the back of my neck, especially during summertime, and I'm pregnant. So it just keeps me from, overheating in the back of my head. Again, if your braids are smaller and closer together, this is easier to do. If your braids are super tight or they're super large, like it may be harder to have the two braids come together. So you just want to be mindful about that when you're doing your braid pattern. So I'm doing the same thing on the second set of braids. It's just like a zigzag pattern where they connect on the sides. And so it's just super simple and easy to do this versus vertical all the way back and then having to close those spaces. So as I'm moving up to the middle part of my head, I'm using 2 crochet pieces. This is just to create some volume and fullness in those areas, because this is the main place where you can see spaces when you kind of put your head back. Usually people are not paying attention to the very back of your head, like underneath, but that middle part is where you want to make sure that you have like coverage. So I'm just doubling up here, and that was another reason that I doubled up on the 2 back braids, because now I have extra hair that I can use to do this. Woo, okay, we have finally completed everything. It took me about, I would say 3 hours, maybe 3.5 to finish everything, but this is the curl pattern and the original color. It's so pretty, you guys. Like, I think it looks beautiful. It reminds me of like Beyonce, like the type of colors that she does. I love it. Let's get into a quick styling tutorial for this hair. It's super simple, super easy. I'm just gonna start off with a spray bottle, and then I'm gonna use my BTL Wrap and Set Mousse. I just tried this mousse for the first time, and I really like it. It smells really good. I'm also gonna use a detangling brush and then just a hair clip, or you can use a scrunchie, just something to kind of move your hair out of the way. Starting off just sectioning my hair, moving the other hair out of the way, clipping it out of my way, and I'm just going to use my spray bottle to get all of that area wet and damp. So this hair is 20 inches. I just wanted to show you after you have stretched it how long it actually is. It comes past my boob, so it's a pretty nice length. So here I'm just using my detangling brush, getting all of those original curls out, because I know they were chemically created, to kind of have that jerry curl. And so I just wanted to see what it would look like once I add my mousse to it, which this mousse, y'all, it smells so good. It smells like strawberries. It smells really good. I really like it. But look at how pretty those curls are. Like, that's more my vibe versus how the original curls look, which they're pretty, but they're kind of more on the afro side, and I really like this sleek look, especially with this ombre color. Like, y'all could not tell me this is not Beyonce's hair, period. So I wanted to show you guys the difference in how that looks. Again, the other side is really pretty. I wouldn't say that those curls are not pretty, but this, honey, this is sleek. Like, this is sexy. This is something that's like, yes. And it's human hair, so it's like, it should look like this. It's super pretty. Y'all, look at the bounce on this hair. Like, it is absolutely gorgeous. It's very, very lightweight, but the density is high, so it looks nice and full and voluminous. This is how the parting looks. You can part it any way that you decide to. Even if you wanted to leave some of your hair out, like if you have hair that matches this hair texture, you could do that as well. But I love this. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. This is how the hair looks after it has kind of dried a little bit, after I've used the mousse. And yeah, it's super soft, super beautiful, super bouncy. Let me know if you guys would wear this hair or if you would purchase it, because I'm definitely keeping it in for a while. Love it. See you guys later.